all quiet on Sky Tower radar, but out into the Gulf, you do see a few little meandering showers and storms. I think for the morning hours, we're fine. We're quiet. It's just going to warm up very quickly. We'll get back to the lower 90s. Heat index will touch 100, and then we'll deal with some showers and storms. Now, today's rain chances are at about 50%. And they're going to be coming in from a very different direction, as we would typically notice. So from the northeast to southwest is the way these storms are going to move in today. Lots of 70s to near 80 right along the coast, mid-70s in our northern counties. Good morning, Brooksville. Got you at 74 degrees. Sarasota, you're at 78. Bradenton still hanging on to 80. So is Lake Placid, while Bartow is sitting at about 79 for you. Notice how everything's starting to come in from the east and the northeast now, because you're wrapping everything around that large circulation of Hurricane Erin. So later today, from northeast to southwest, we're going to pop up a few showers and storms. So if anything, that will favor coastal areas because it'll keep that sea breeze at bay. So we'll get to the 90s first, then we'll scatter some showers and storms around this afternoon. Meanwhile, here is Erin. Now, Erin itself has been struggling a little bit, which is completely fine. It's been getting some northwesterly wind shear. So you can see it's kind of almost exposed the center a little bit here, whereas you're pushing things toward the southeast or the eastern side of the storm. Now, it's holding its own, the core is, and it's still a major hurricane with winds of about 115 miles per hour. Hurricane force winds, this will give you an idea of just how large it is, the wind field anyway. Hurricane force winds go out 80 miles from the center of the storm, and tropical storm force winds out to 105 miles. It is expected to produce life-threatening surf and rip currents from Florida up to southern New England. So I know surfers aren't going to listen to me, but everybody else, this is not the time you want to be in the water for the next few days along the eastern seaboard. Tropical storm force winds and coastal flooding expected for the outer banks of North Carolina. So they're under a storm surge watch, kind of a glancing blow, if you will. So even though the core of the storm is expected to go between Bermuda and the East Coast, understand, because it's such a large circulation and the wind field is so large, you're going to get some of those tropical storm force winds bumping up against Cape Hatteras, Nags Head, those areas right along Highway 12 in the Outer Banks, and all that water pushing on could come over the road. So that's why they're evacuating the Outer Banks now, of course, to be on the safe side. For us here in our state, it's wave heights. And these wave heights could get to between 5 and 10 feet crashing on shore with those dangerous rip currents. But of course, from, let's say, South and North Carolina, they're going to see some of the heftiest surf right along the coast as the storm eventually turns to the northeast from there. Peak winds may be as high as 50 to 60 along the Outer Banks of North Carolina. That's going to be Wednesday night. So again, the core of the storm stays to the east of North Carolina, but they are going to get a glancing blow. So hot and sticky, some afternoon storms. It's rolling up to about 94 degrees for your high temperature today. So this is all going to be very similar to yesterday. Tomorrow we drop the rain chance to 30%, but then by the weekend we're going to crank it back up to closer to 50%, okay?